the invite from our in-race reporter tonight. It's going to be the number 1 truck of God Power. What's the way that's going to be for the season? Got Knights up in the booth with me, but tonight got a special guest, the one and only Mr. HD Motorsports. Most of y'all get to listen to him on Thursday nights for when the truck series runs. But tonight he's going to step up, be with us for these truck guys. HD, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Happy to be in here with you and Knights. I think it's going to be a heck of a race out here at Las Vegas. I'm excited to watch these truck guys, see what we got out here.
Knights, what do you got?
Man, same thing. Just ready to see some action. We had a great race last weekend at Daytona. I look forward to having another good race tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting into the game right now. More than likely, they're starting or halfway through their pace lap. And yeah, as you get into the stream, you have any comments, any favorite drivers you want to see? If you're looking for laps, if you're looking for whatever, shout it out. The chat's open. If you have a question for HD, if you've got a question for Knights about how he handles things in the Cup Series, or if you have any questions for HD on the broadcasting side, or what he thought or how he did in the Pro League, please, by all means, shout him out. Not only on here, but hey, Twitter's wide open, Facebook's wide open. Speaking of both, hey, NNR on Facebook, Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck Series. If you're interested, the trucks in Xfinity always have a spot. Almost always. Right now, the roster's pretty close to full. So, hey, you might be that one guy that we're looking for. But on Twitter, _racing. Send us a shout. We'll tweet you back, join you back, whatever. But, yeah, as you can see, the 45 truck's going to start on pole tonight. 45 is the one and only serving cone. And on the outside, it looks like it's going to be the... I missed them, and we're going great.
64 Muffin right there on the outside of the 45.
64 Muffin, old Cup driver. Yep, thank you, HD. We're going to keep these guys... I'm going to keep the camera pretty close to the front, or as close as I can. You're probably going to see the positions change around quite a bit. But I don't want to end up tailing Charlie, so... There's the 51. There's the 9 of old Carroll tonight. Here we go. Back to the front with the 45 truck. And a whole lot behind him. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. At least 4 rows deep. HD.
Hey, it's looking good. I tell you what, you're talking about who's your pre-race favorite. I'm going to pick that 45 with Surrey Code, not because he's currently in first, but because he's got confetti already all over that thing. So I think Surrey Code's going to get this victory done tonight, as well as this 10 currently lead right now going down to turn 3.
Yeah, he has a hellacious lead. Knights, that's something that we actually didn't get a chance to ask. Who do you got for tonight? Any favorites?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go with the easy favorite. He's starting in the back tonight. I went with him last week, and he won the race. I'm going to go with him again because he's got nothing to lose but add more playoff points, and that's going to be the 19 of J.R. Horn.
Yeah, 19 of J.R. Horn definitely got it done last week. Got a big old push from the 5 truck, Lil Tank. Unfortunately, Lil Tank isn't with us tonight. Had some qualifying issues, but good thing is, we got a bunch of stage points last week, ran P2 at the end, got runner-up points, so it won't be such a big blow to him. Some other guys, though, they're really gonna have to worry about qualifying as the season goes on. But I got to tell you, these guys are impressing me, HD. They are still 2 by 2, at least 4 or 5 rows deep behind this 45, and he is just pacing the field. He's running away.
And only 2 by 2, they're currently three wide here, coming down into turn 3 for 4th place. Looks like the 52 truck on the outside is going to pull a little power move there on the 2 trucks below him. He's going to pull all the way up to P4, solo him by himself, but there's a lot of trucks here mid-pack.
Oh, absolutely, a lot of trucks mid-pack. And I tell you what, for Vegas being the track that it is, we all know the draft is a big part of these, cookie cutter, oval, whatever you want to call it, kind of tracks. And they're giving each other room. They're spacing themselves out, staying in the draft to stay quick. But this is going to be the first big test of the Heat 4 tire model. I'm looking for about 8 or 9 laps, and then we're going to start to see who can really drive these things, Knights.
Oh, absolutely. And you were just talking about the draft, and I was watching J.R. Horn right there, and he actually just got 4 trucks in one turn. He's just sitting barely right outside the top 5 right now if you're starting toward the back. So 19 of J.R. Horn making his way quickly. I think he's somewhere right around P6 right now.
All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and find J.R. Horn. Yeah, all he can do is, like you said earlier, pad his lead a bit. Let's see, that was Double J. There's the 2 of Dooman. Here's the 19 of Horn. He's giving the 12 of Double J a big push through the tri-oval as they headed into 1 and 2.
Yeah, he gave him a huge push right there.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
gave him a really big push.
The 88 truck of WOT Racing, Watt Racing, currently closing in on that second place truck here. He's expanded the lead 4 places on back, but he's coming fast to that second place truck you mentioned a minute ago. We're going to see tire wear. Who's going to be able to handle that the best? This 88 is on rails right now. 1 to 2 more laps, he's going to be there battling for second place.
Yeah, he's looking real good.
He'll be there
right now. Real quick, Pete. Sorry, didn't want to interrupt you there. J.R. Horn just got 2 more spots. He just went to 4th, so he's on his way to the front.
Yeah, he's absolutely moving up. I've still got the camera on him, and he's making that high line, and the momentum off that high line really worked for him. HD, you were talking about the 88 of Watt Racing. Watt is last year's Truck Series champion. He was the one for this series that got that big shout out for Kenny Wallace, much like BNR Smitty got for Xfinity and the Aviator got for the Truck Series. So Watt's got some great expectations for this year, as it looks like Horn is catching up to 3rd and 4th here, or is that 4th and 5th now?
No, he got past there, so he's back running 6th right now. Bout had a caution back there, though, I believe.
Ooh.
The 13 truck of Soroka got into the wall back there, and he's got him bottlenecked up behind him right now.
And there's a little contact with him for the battle for second place between Watt Racing and the guy on the outside. They got together coming out of turn 4. Watt Racing went down to the infield. Able to hold it together, though. He's got to make that ground back up.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of ground to catch up. These guys, they're picking them up and putting them down. Right now, I'm sitting with the 9 of Carroll. Carroll, I'm really curious to see what Carroll is going to do in the regular season. You know, the real season after Daytona that we talked about last week. He's been real strong in all testing. I mentioned some testing at Darlington and some other places where he led a lot of laps, won a lot of those test races. The equipment and his driving style and all that just seems to really fit Heat 4. So I've got a kind of a special place for that 9 truck tonight, see what he can do. But, yeah, let's keep going through the field.
Yeah, real quick, Pete, didn't want to interrupt you there. The 12th truck and Double J, there was a big wreck back there, and no caution came out. The 12 of Double J has a ton of damage on the front end of that 12 truck. He got put in the grass, nose first into the outside wall right near the start-finish line, and that truck is all tore up at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that truck right now. There we go. Yeah, the 12. Yeah, he's all the way in the back. Boy, that truck kind of looks like my truck last year at Chicago when I tested out every part of the damage model to see what I could or couldn't get away with. But yeah, he's not looking too pretty right now. I mean, the back end looks good. It looks like the blade in the back is straight, so he shouldn't have too many issues, but it actually looks like he's going to bring it into the pits, get that damage fixed before he loses too much time, come back out and try to rejoin where he can, and hopefully with these pit road setups,
J.R.
he'll gain
Horn's
some
around.
time too.
J.R. Horn is around.
Yep, I see him going along the inside wall. He's trying to keep it away from going back up on the track.
I believe we got a caution.
Just barely missed that guy on the high side.
Well, yeah, we got a caution on that one. That was
we got a caution on the track, guys.
There. Not sure what happened. Somebody bounced on the outside, came back down into J.R. Horn, and shot him down to the inside there.
Now, we were talking about getting to that point in the race where trucks were going to start getting really loose coming off. I wanted to be able to see how that was. God Power, you're still with us?
Yeah.
What lap were you on right there?
That was lap, I believe, 12.
Okay, so yeah, right in that wear window. Thank you very much, sir.
Yep.
All right, so now all these guys are going to be able to get in, make a change, wedge, tire pressure, tape, whatever it is that they need. And as always, they're going to go ahead and take this pace lap. And it looks like the 45 of Servant Cone is going to go ahead and pick them right back up. And that looks like that's the 98 FNL Bowling on his outside. So that's going to be P2. And then I wish they hadn't taken away the ability to pan around these trucks, HD. I really do. But hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I love the panoramic view you got in the back, the Heat 3 with that chase cam. But, you're talking a little about the timer again. I think this 88 truck of Watt Racing, he's now side by side with the 45 of Servant Cone. It'll be interesting to see if he can stay with him. And if he can, I think this 88 truck might be the truck to beat on the long run.
He may, and he's going to get a good push
to
start this restart here, because he's got that 9 truck of Carroll restarting fourth right there. So we all know Carroll likes to jump these restarts and get going. So that 88 may get him a shove here going on this restart.
Yep, and it looks like they're coming out of 3 and 4 right now, coming down the front stretch. That 9 truck's going to get real close to the back end of that 88. 98 is going to give that 45 a little bit of a shove. Actually, a little bit of space between them. I'm kind of surprised they weren't nose to tail right there. Listen to team comms. They're all really calm and cool and collected, talking, giving each other a little bit of room on the restart. But hey, as they get racy, the gloves are off. And it looks like NNR Shotgun's in the chat tonight. Shotgun. I tell you what, Tuesday night in the Xfinity race, you're not going to expect anything different, because they are going to get after it just the same way that these truck guys are. Just a different sense of speed, but absolutely, I think Tuesday night's race here at Las Vegas is also at least 20 cars deep. So yeah, that's going to be another great race. Thanks for checking in the chat, sir. And as I continue to listen to Team Comms, I actually just heard a voice that I hadn't heard in a long time, and that's the 4 truck of Memphis Racing. I'm going to see if I can try to find him right quick. Yeah, he's kind of front to mid-pack. He's right behind the second. Yeah, he's right behind that 88 watt truck, as he's going to move up to the high side of the track. Going to try to test that momentum out there, moving up to P5. HD, it's been a while since you actually broadcast a truck race or Xfinity. What do you think of the trucks here on Heat 4 now?
Well, I'd be lying, man. I don't think I've even driven a truck on Heat 4 yet. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out here. I mean, it's close pack racing. That 98 of Bowling there is on the bumper of 45. Cervico drove away at the start of the green flag last time, but he's got a little pressure this time. I think they're going to cruise along and go, but everyone is just so close, compact, and the racing is excellent right now out here on the track.
Oh yeah, it's completely excellent. Knights, what are you seeing, or what do you think you might be able to take away from this going towards Thursday night's Cup race here at Las Vegas?
I mean, look at it. Going into the weekend, I thought that the low line was going to be the way to go. 1 and 2, up high, 3 and 4. I don't know. I mean, it's these trucks are everywhere. So if the Cup cars do this, I mean, it's going to be crazy Thursday night. I know that because these guys are holding the line pretty well. Of course, they're not experienced as the Cup guys are, so you can just imagine if these truck guys can hold these lines without getting into everybody, our Cup race should be really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the racing all the way around. It was fun broadcasting speed weeks. The truck and Xfinity, and then with HD on YouTube, and this now starting as a lot of people calling it the real season. So kind of curious to see how this is all going to play out. Who's going to show up to maybe be some early favorites? who's just kind of laying in the weeds, maybe just trying to get by on points. But I'm continuing to go through, and I'm seeing a lot of movement around already.
Yeah, and real quick to finish up on what you was talking about there, Daytona is a crapshoot.
Oh yeah,
we didn't have a great race Thursday with the number 12 car, the old Dent Wizard car. Started up front, got put in a bad situation early, got put 3 wide, got shuffled to the back of the field, and then the way the fuel strategy worked, it just caught us off guard. Didn't expect it. So, yeah, Daytona's a crapshoot. The real season, I believe, starts here. Congrats, though, to Smitty, though. Let's throw that out there. This is the first broadcast since he won, got his first win. So, absolutely big congrats to Smitty for winning the 500.
absolutely. I mean, that's huge for him. In the post-race interview, he was talking about being picked up by another team, and he's so really happy about giving them their first win, getting that team on the boards as far as knowing that at least one of their cars will be in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm really excited for that, and excited another thing here. I'm watching the one truck give that 19 a real big push, and now it looks like he's going to try to duck down. And the 19 just about pinned him down on the apron, and Godpower is really trying to keep that down as the 19 is going to try the high line, get a little bit of momentum. Behind them, they've got the 13 truck. 13 is Soroka. You can't get away from that bright blue. It's almost like a petty blue. And then on the inside of Soroka, you had the, I thought that was the 60, what was that, the 60? No, it wasn't. Yep, 64 Muffin. Yep.
Yeah. I'll tell you one
some pretty tight racing right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that's happening right now. I don't know how close they are to the stage end, but this it's not a pack no more. They have completely separated. I mean, you've got about 3 different groups of trucks running right now. So, I mean, they are definitely more spread out than I figured they would be. I thought we would see about 8 to 10 of them stuck in a pack the whole race, but no, they've kind of separated themselves here a little bit. So.
Oh yeah, they've absolutely separated themselves. Everybody different lines, different setups, different tire pressures, tape, different wedge combinations. Keeping an eye here on Carroll's stream. It looks like he's going to be coming across the start-finish line right now. So they got 1 lap remaining in stage 1. So yeah, somebody's about to cash in pretty big here. Let's get back up towards the front of the. Yep, that's going to be. Where is he? I'm trying to find him.
Servant cross the line right now.
Yep. So yeah, congrats, Servant Cone, taking the first stage of the racing after Speed Weeks.
The second place guy.
Gotta love it when the game takes over.
Well, and the second place truck there of FNL Bowling, he hit the wall coming out of turn 2, coming to the line. And then all of a sudden, he was spinning it around right before the start-finish line. So, not sure if there was any. Not sure if there's any. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any more contact or not, but yeah, that was interesting. He was full throttle coming off of turn 4 there and popped the outside wall pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back up front to Servant Cone's machine and see if we can't ride along with him as they go. Now I'm waiting for these guys to be able to make some green flag pit stops. Kind of show you guys how they do it here in NNR. Get down on the apron, going through 3 and 4, and staying on the apron as they come out of the pits. Not many other leagues do that, and it really is a testament to just how good these guys are, being able to hold their trucks on the gas, on the apron, pretty close to spinning out, but keeping the truck digging. And I'm on the 45 at Servant Cone, and man, this field is actually it's pretty deep right now.
Yeah, we got a new got a new leader.
Yeah, got a new leader. Yep.
It's gonna be interesting to watch this 45 at Servant Cone. I mean, he's led every lap so far to this point. Bad pit stop by his pit crew is going to drop him all the way back to 5th place. Luckily, he's on the inside line, though. Should pick up at least 1 spot on the outside, possibly 2, move all the way up to 3rd place. It's going to be fun to watch him try and work his way through the field to see if he's got a good truck in the draft.
Yeah, I wonder if that
Yeah,
front row took 2 tires there, where they had that caution, not too far away from the stage end. One of these guys took 2 tires and just topped it off.
Yeah, because the control truck here, Bod Fusion, with the 51 of KG SWATs on the outside as they take the green, they weren't anywhere near your front runners, but here they are now, and it looks like these guys on the bottom are going to make pretty quick work of them. I think you're probably right about that, Knights.
Well, I'll tell you
Yeah,
what, old
45
JR
at
Horn's
server
making
point,
his
got
way
a
up
good
through
jump.
there.
Yeah, those guys that, or at least one of them, it looks like they're gonna head in towards the pits, maybe fix that damage. I don't think they pit when everybody else did, hitting that double A sometimes.
They're currently
if you
3
don't do
wide
it.
for first place.
Yep, I'm back up there at 4 wide for
Yeah.
second place.
Yeah, you got the 4 of Memphis. Phoenix came through that and has the lead.
Yeah, Memphis, he, with all the different leagues that he's been in, different types of leagues, setups, non-setups, I think he's going to play a big part in the NNR Truck Series, Knights. But yeah, he's checking out. He's going to try to check out.
Yeah, and watch right there with JR Horn. He's got the 45 of Cervicone on the inside. Cervicone looks like he's getting a little bit impatient right now. Like HD said, he's been up front. He's led this whole race, and he's on a mission trying to get back to the front. Let's see if he uses that front bumper a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he was 3 wide currently. He was 3 wide for the race lead with the 4 in Memphis in that 13 truck, I think it was, or 21, something like that. They were 3 wide. He got up into the wall, got a little contact. He's got some damage possibly in that right front, but sitting P4's got a hell of a run there coming out of turn 4, down the front stretch for another 3 wide battle possibly into turn 1.
Yeah, and another truck to watch that
4,
88 of the. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it's the 4 of Memphis, the 16 of Controlled Chaos, and the 1 of God Power, all fighting for P1 right now. They they're after it. Go ahead, Knight. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say is you got another truck trapped back. He's been running top 2, top 3 all night. That 88 of Watt Racing. Y'all were talking about him earlier. Last year's defending champion. He is stuck in a lot of traffic right now, and he's having a hard time getting through it.
Yep, as HD likes to say, he's back in a hornet's nest. A lot of power moves, a lot of moving around, a lot of finding different lines. These guys they're really trying to figure out where their truck works the best off of the adjustments that they've made, and it right now it's still the 16 of Controlled Chaos. He was able to take that lead from Memphis, and it's kind of double wide behind him. You've got the 1 of God Power, and I think that's the 45 still of Servant Cone. So God Power is showing a real strong run here.
Yeah, and there's old Rowdy Burns. He's made his way up into 5th right now. We talked about him a lot last week at Daytona. Made a lot of moves last week. Here he comes back up here this week. He's got that outside line running really good right now, getting a lot of momentum off that top side. This is very encouraging for me to see this top side. I'm really glad I'm in here doing this broadcast. I'm able to see how these trucks react, see how that top line works. So these guys may be giving me some things to work on in practice here the rest of this week, because that top line is working very well.
Well, we actually ran a small test race last night, and HD took part of it to see how his car would act. And yeah, same thing: high line, low line, middle line. You get momentum off it everywhere. Big Papa Bear checking into the chat saying great race so far. Yeah, Papa Bear, I gotta agree. The only caution so far was the stage. These guys are really minding their P's and Q's while digging and giving room, being respectful. On a track like Las Vegas, it's not always the easiest thing to do. A lot of movement right there. You see the 1 car's heavy contact. They're going around. Just as I say that, I think I jinxed them. And doesn't look like the caution's out yet, HD. Kind of reminds me of the 43.
There's a lot of big losers in that. 45 of Sermon Code down on pit road. He's actually looking like he's going to bring it to pit right now. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, it looked like they got
3. Yeah.
Yeah, they were 3 wide for the lead. I don't know if it was contact, if there was somebody got loose, or what happened there. But yeah, 3
I think
wide
it
for the
was,
lead. That's what happened.
It's one of those situations. There was a gap. 2 guys saw the gap. They both went for it, and that's the result of that 1 gap.
And tell you what, the truck that we saw spinning, down the middle was the one truck of God Power. He's bringing his truck to the attention of his crew right now, and he's gonna. I'm guessing at least 30 seconds worth of damage repair on that truck. He's gonna end up losing at least a lap. But let's get back out on track and find some action. I'm really surprised that caution didn't come out. It's kind of just like Thursday's Cup race where Jose 720 got spun around in that 43. All kinds of collected cars in the back and no caution. That took a lot of key players out too, just like tonight.
Oh yeah, I was involved in that accident that started with Jose last Thursday, and we'll just say my team didn't like hearing what happened right there with as animated as I was during that. So we'll just leave that there.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. HD. I'm thinking that these guys are probably going to be pitting for tires well before they've got to pit for gas. I'm starting to see some of the trucks get a little loose coming off that high side. I was just watching the 98 truck of FNL Bowling, and as he came off his truck is actually pointed towards the infield already. So I think we're getting to that turning point in the right rear wear or the right front.
Yeah, I mean, a truck right now that you got to keep your eyes on is that 19 of Horn, because he caught that 88 of Watt Racing. He's on the inside, coming out of turn 4 down the front stretch. Huge run. He's sole position of second place. He's got that 16 of Controlled Chaos in his sights. Next 2 laps, guarantee you J.R. Horn will be your race leader.
Well,
yep, I was actually
not to correct you, bud, but that would be for second, because if you look out in front of him in the distance, 51 of KG Swatch was the one that benefited the most from that wreck that didn't cause a caution. He is actually your leader way out front right now.
Where is he? Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, God Power, since you're checking in, and I definitely appreciate it. What do you have, or what can you see right now as far as the top 5?
Considering I'm 2 laps down in 17th place, I can see the
Disregard.
leading.
Well, thank you anyway. I appreciate it. All right. Well, on your track map then, who does it show you as the leader?
The 98.
Okay,
Oh,
98.
I was
All right,
wrong
thank you.
then. I correct myself, HD. My apologies.
Yeah, 98 of FNL Bowling, and behind him it looks like it's the 88 of Watt Racing, and then it's the 69, the old 69 truck of Rowdy Burns. He is the one truck that one number I can remember from series to series because he runs the same number, same bronze, goldish paint scheme. So thank you, Rowdy, for making it easy on me. Let's keep going through.
One thing I will say real quick that I'm not wrong about is we have started seeing some green flag pit stops. So I saw D-Man come off pit road. I see J.R. Horn is on pit road now. So should be seeing these leaders sometime soon.
Yep, I just saw where the 9 of Carroll and the 22 of Muffin just came off pit road as well. Gonna have to get an updated roster here. Yep, that's I just mentioned Rowdy Burns right there.
Yep.
Yep. Not a whole lot of damage. Looks like you got kind of lucky.
Well, one thing we didn't mention, Pete, we ran at Daytona last week, so we came off, when we pitted, we pit off turn 4 at Daytona. A lot of these guys that are new to NNR haven't had to pit off of turn 3 on the apron yet. So this is new to a lot of guys, Rowdy Burns being one of them. It showed right there. I believe he got a little loose there and nosed that thing into the inside wall.
I tell you what, FNL Bowling just had a huge moment off of turn 2. I thought he was going down the pit, but he just got wicked loose, went all the way to the inside wall down the backstretch, and just brought that thing all the way back up into turn 3. So these trucks are definitely getting loose.
Yeah, I was on there too. I thought he did the same thing.
Yep, let's kind of keep an eye on Bowling. Yeah, I just watching him come off.
There he comes right
there. Yep, he's coming down pit road. Now, whether you're loose on track or you're loose on the apron, as you're turning in, you're going to be able to see it. But it looks like he's actually done a great job of slowing it down. right amount of gas and brakes at the same time. Great pit for Bowling, and he's gonna definitely come out and he'll feel a whole lot better about what he's got underneath him. Let's keep going through the field here. Well, they are very, very spread out right now. Not too much going on. So I guess I'll kind of take a second, guys. You know, whether you're watching this now, you watch it later. Please, by all means, you know, go up and as you've heard me say before, you know, smash that subscribe button. Hit that notifications tab anytime I go live on Sunday nights for these guys here in the trucks, or Tuesday nights for the Xfinity. You'll know about it. It's, you know, trucks are normally right around 9 o'clock. They're still sorting out some qualifying issues, but it'll get better as time goes on. I promise. Maybe they'll try starting a little bit earlier. I don't know. The series owner, Carol, is kind of working things out. Tuesday nights, that series is owned by Dooman. They normally start right around 8:30. So, yep, this is the official channel for both the trucks and Xfinity. And of course, on Thursday nights, you will find me with the one and only HD Motorsports on his YouTube channel. And HD, I am glad to say the last time I looked at the viewership for the NNR Daytona 250 was 300 plus, sir. That is an amazing race, and I thank you for allowing me to be a part of that.
No problem. Thank you for joining me in the booth. I mean, wouldn't happen really without you. I need someone up there. I can't talk 24/7. Much people think I can, but I really can't. 'Cause I get tired. Especially Daytona race. Good Lord.
Real quick, as a driver, you know, in the Cup Series, real quick, we also, as drivers, appreciate what you guys do, because if it wasn't for you all, the league wouldn't be promoted like it is. These guys wouldn't, you know, people wouldn't be able to come out on Thursday nights and see us race. So, as for us Cup drivers, we also appreciate what the two of you guys do for us.
Well, I'll tell you what, that almost brought a tear to my eye. Almost.
That's the Claret helping you out a little bit. But no, it's as you can tell. When it comes to these races and these guys, and Knights will tell you, he's run with me for years in league racing, and when I'm all in, I am all in. I give it everything that I've got. And that's really how it's been with NNR. I've known Coey for a while. I've actually, you know, got a chance to meet up with Carol and Knights and Kamal and Silent and a lot of these guys. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. So I don't mind, as you can tell, I don't mind talking. I will talk to anybody. I'll talk your ear off. But man, it's all for good competitive sportsmanship, you know, all good fun. So I thank you guys for working with me too. Yeah. And let's see. Enough of that crap. Let's see if we find some racing.
19's your race leader.
Yeah, I think you may be right.
Yeah,
I think
going down low, down a backstretch.
I think the 88 is.
Is that what you're seeing on your track map?
88 is only up there.
Yeah. All right, let's go through and find that 88 at Watt Racing, your 2018 Series champion. Yeah, he's now I can see why the one truck of God Power knew that the 80 was leading, because he was about to put him a lap down, or actually what I'm guessing about 3 laps down, considering he had those problems earlier. Sorry to hear that, God Power, but.
Real quick,
boy.
Dude, if you put 2 trucks in front of the race leader, that's serving cone. Serving cone is he is on the verge of going on. Oh, the leader's around.
Oh, 88's around. And does not, no caution as of yet. 88's trying to loop it back around, but cars are coming off the track trying to avoid him. Cars are going through the grass. 88 just got rear-ended hard. Still no caution. What is going on?
Yeah, that was the 9 of Carroll that went through the grass. I believe that was the 22 of Sammy that actually I don't know if he
Yeah.
made contact with
caution.
him or
Caution's out.
on my screen he went through him. That was wild right there. Yeah, I don't know if that was a caution or the stage.
in the stage.
One of the
In the
one of
stage.
the
Yeah,
two,
it's the end of the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, if that was real, the hit that Watt just took to his bumper, man, that would have gone up in a ball of flames. Holy cow. That looked aggressive. Whew.
I didn't see what happened to the 88 there, HD. Was you on him right there whenever he got spun out? Did he get loose or was that contact right there?
I didn't see any. I wasn't really paying close attention to the 88 because I was watching the two guys battle for second place. But coming out of turn 4, man, I think he's just self-spin.
Getting towards that end.
Makes you wonder if he blew a right rear tire.
The plot thickens.
Or left
So
rear,
that
because he might have just took right sides.
That explains why he was so far out front. They made a strategy call to get a stage win, and kind of backfired on him.
Well, Shotgun and BMX Killer and Papa Bear, if y'all are still watching, have your opinions of the race changed at all? You know, what are you thinking now that you're seeing? I'm guessing close to 60 or 70 laps in, as they take their pace lap around. It looks like it's going to be the 45 serving cone right back up front. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that was getting ready to get lapped is now in the lead.
So now, Knights, do you think that serving cone stayed out? Maybe the reason he was so far behind, he pit a couple laps before the stage, trying to get a little extra track position, or do you think it's just the game?
I'm not sure. It would be nice if we had a ticker. That way we could really know what was going on. But you got J.R. Horn right there. He was one of them battling for second right there. Serving cone was getting ready to go a lap down. So wondering if this is another. They had their green flag stop right before the stage in. Did this 45 take 2 tires to try to get the track position back?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened back there. It's kind of reminiscent of last week, where somebody accidentally downshifted, but it doesn't look like that was the issue again. Because you see them taking the green serving cone, got a huge jump. Doesn't look like Watt Racing was able to keep up with them this time, and right behind the 45, you can't get them in the camera
Muffin.
just yet. Yep, Muffin and the 19. There's a 19 Horn running P2, trying to come high on the outside. He should have the momentum off the corner.
And the last time we saw the 45 truck out in front, just drove away from the field.
Yes, he did, but he hadn't had the 19 behind him. So now we know that the 19 is strong. Let's see if he's able to keep up with that 45 truck. Maybe keep it as draft at least. Maybe try to worry him a little bit. Or is the 45? Is he the Denny Hamlin of today's ISM race? We'll have to see.
I know the 98 truck there of FNL Bowling. He was battling for third there, and he hit the wall, and he lost a lot of positions.
Man,
yes, he did.
Hit the wall there, coming out of turn 4. That allowed Horn to get a huge run down the front stretch. Power move on the outside. New race leader, J.R. Horn, coming out of turn 2.
Yep, and he's going to take the 64 truck right along with him. That's it's going to be 64 of Muffin, the 88 of Watt Racing right behind him, and it looks like a 45 slid right in front of Muffin. Woo, that was close.
I wouldn't have wanted my finger in between them 2 trucks right there. That would have hurt.
Yes, it would have. But Horn's doing his best to hold him off. But it looks like the 45 was able to keep or use that apron to try to pull just even with him. 64 Muffin's going to stick up high with the 19, and so is the 88 of Watt Racing. So they got 3 cars nose to tail. They should have the benefit of the draft. You see the 19 of Horn go ahead and dive low.
We got a caution.
And yep, caution's out on the track.
22.
There coming out of. That's a heck of a move coming out turn 2 by at 45. A serving cone pulled a slide job on Horn. Horn trying to pull the crossover though. I think he hit his rear bumper, killed his momentum. and he wasn't able to get that huge run down the backstretch, but caution out for debris.
No, I don't think it's debris. I'm looking at the 22 and the 12. They're back here with the 51. There's a lot of damage to the 12 and the 22 right now. I'm going to bet that those two has something to do with the caution.
Yeah, it's very, very possible. So I'm going to get back up close and on board with that 88 Menards truck of Watt Racing. He should restart pretty close to the lead, but instead the game is going to kick me to the 45.
Yeah, we got strategy play right here with Bod Fusion again. I'm not sure who that is to his outside. Bod Fusion once again has played some strategy, and he's got the lead right now again.
Yeah, that looks like it's a 16 truck. I don't have the 16
Controlled
on.
Chaos.
There we go. Yeah, he's one of the new additions not on the roster. I apologize, Control. Let's kind of get back up to our leader, and I got it where the camera is facing back towards the field, and you can see these guys as they hit that restart zone, heading into 1 and 2 as they're side by side all the way back, going down the back stretch.
We'll be restarting on lap 73 of 134.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, God Power.
All right, so we got, what was that, about 61 to go.
Yep, pretty close. So,
Man, I'll tell you what, I've had 7 sugar cookies today.
Oh, boy. And let's see.
Ooh, contact.
Right. Yeah, 37 to Bod. Looks like
Big
he got
contact.
loose on throttle. A lot of contact behind him. The 19 of J.R. Horn was the big loser in all that, as the 45 is going to try to get to the inside of the 37, but the 88 is going to take it to the outside. And that is the green, what truck is that on the inside right there? That's Memphis, yeah. Thank you. Memphis in that 4 truck, yeah.
Just think of Danica Patrick and you'll see Memphis, because that's exactly what that truck looks like tonight.
Nope.
I sure hope Memphis doesn't look like Danica Patrick, though.
I'm talking about the truck pace scheme. 3 wide for the lead.
You
Though.
3 wide for the lead.
That 45 is just extremely strong tonight.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let's see. Keep going through here.
His biggest competition may be that 88 who just took the lead.
Yep, pulled a power move down to the low side, and he's still got 2 trucks right behind him. Looks like it's going to be the 37. We were just talking about him, Bod Fusion. Knights, I'm with you. I'm guessing that Bod did not pit again, or he attempted to pit and just didn't hit A. That's been kind of something that's been plaguing these guys.
Yeah, and I think Muffin's sitting there. Dude. Muffin is one of these guys. He's usually pretty quiet. You don't see much of him during the race, but toward the end of the race, you usually see Muffin get to the front. I wouldn't be surprised to see that 64 up there battling for this win at the end of this race. He's got some traffic to get through here. Them front 2 are starting to pull away a little bit with the draft, so we'll see if Muffin gets some help. He's got his buddy J.R. Horn trying to come back up through there, although he just got into the fence. They better get single filed out real quick, though, because them 2 up front's going to pull away. Yeah,
Muffin is still trying. I'm actually sitting on Muffin right now, and he's really trying that high line. He's making it work. He's keeping the 37 pinned down, and right behind him is 3 wide, and there's a big wreck into the wall. And I'm guessing by listening to team comms that might have had something to do with the 9, or the 9 got collected, and caution is out.
Caution's out, but I'll tell you what, there's a big power move up towards the front. That 45 just got the race lead from the 88. New race leader, Server Kern.
Yeah, one of the trucks involved in that, if you want to get an in-race report there real quick, Pete, the one of God Power, he was involved in that. He was the pink truck, nose to the outside wall. He might be able to let us know what happened there.
God Power, you got us.
Yeah, I got you, bud.
What happened, sir? What'd you see in your through your windshield?
Through my windshield, I seen the 16 car just get loose up off the corner, but in team comms apparently there was a slight little bit of lag, and I got a boost.
Gotcha. Or what some other might call net code. Gotta love it. All right. Well, I
real
definitely
quick,
appreciate it.
Yeah, real quick, I got to interrupt you. I have to do it. I told him I would do it if he got to the lead. He played some strategy. Got the 22 of Sammy out front leading this thing. I told him I'd do it if he got there, but he's there.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and I'll get this camera on, Sammy, as we're gonna go ahead and take our pace lap. I'll actually stick right with him. It looks like he's got the 45 to his outside. He's got the 37 straight behind him, and then he's got Muffin two rows back with the 88 Watt Racing. So he's got a lot of stiff competition surrounding him. I'm thinking
I'm just looking
if
at
Sammy,
I'm just looking at the 3 on the high side. I mean, Cone,
Yep.
88 Watt, and at 98 of Bowling. I mean, they've got the 3 trucks to beat tonight, I think. So he's going to have his hands full. These guys get a good jump on the outside.
Well, if you
And
want
that
excitement,
high-
you definitely want to watch the front, because Sammy is one guy that excitement follows him everywhere.
he is
He's
the
like
Jimmy
the Jimmy
Spencer
of
of
NNR.
Mr. Excitement, as we're going to bring it to the Geico restart zone. And 22 is going to hit the gas. He's going to get a good jump on the 45. The 37 is not going to be able to keep up to his tail. And it looks like Muffin's going to go ahead and give that 37 a big shove. They're going into 1 and 2. Sammy Sung is going to go ahead and dip on down to the low side. Going to try to break that draft. Let it wash up towards the wall. 37 is getting a big run on the bottom. 45 is going to get a big run on the outside. He's going to keep it up high. Going to try to keep that truck wound up best he can. Going to come off the corner side by side with the 37, and yeah, Sammy Sung is going to drop from like first to about 5th or 6th. But if that was all strategy and maybe he's out on older tires, he hasn't fallen too far back. But just as I say that, he kind of made a little bit of contact with the wall right there, Knights.
Yeah, like I said, excitement follows him everywhere. That's what I was worried about. He made some kind of strategy call to get up there. So, and there he goes. He's all the way back to the back now. I hate that for him. He loves racing, man. He just loves being in this league. He loves just racing, and I hate to see that happen to him right there, man. He's one of the best guys that's in this league, and I don't know, he just made a strategy call there, and it just did not work.
You know what? I was really, really happy for Sammy last year when he won at Dover. That would have been a great big shot in the arm for a guy that needed a bit of confidence, knowing that he can race among all these guys. I've known Sammy a long time, actually. I think you introduced me to him back playing some golf 360 days. But yeah, tough break for Sammy, but he's all these guys, they're going to challenge him week in and week out. It's only going to make him better. So I'm looking forward to see what he's going to be like towards the end of the season. And let's see here. Kind of.
Oh, that 45 truck serving cone, man.
Yep.
Like I
He's
said,
stretching it out.
there. He is stretching that bad boy out. And the 2 trucks, I think, that can contend with him, got caught up in that restart mess.
Watt Racing's back in. He's outside the top 10 right now.
Yeah, he got hit to the wall a couple times. It looked like when they were all 4 or 5 wide almost. It looked like coming through turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4. He just kept getting wall banged, dropped to the back. 98 of Bowling got a terrible start. He started 6 behind the front 2, and he's got to battle through about 6, 7 cars just to get up to the 45 cone.
Yeah, and the other one's probably a contender tonight's the 19 of J.R. Horn. He's making it 3 wide trying to get up through here. So, yeah, all serving cones competition's back in the back. So, he's wanting to see this thing go green right now, because the longer it stays green, them guys back in traffic, he's just going to keep pulling away.
Yep, and I'm going to, next time Carol comes around, I'll get us a quick lap count. I know God Power's pretty busy in traffic right now, so I'll let him kind of worry about the game. Yep, I just heard somebody say, "Oh no!" in the team comm, so had to be something going on. No caution, no.
Tough break for the Ford truck of Memphis there. Had a good run going.
And they've got 48 laps to go.
So they definitely got one more pit stop for sure.
Yeah. At least one, because I have a feeling they're going to be pitting for tires before gas.
Yeah, And it may be more than that because in our Cup cars, we can go roughly about 25 to 30 on the fuel. Tires eat away a ton. So like you said, these guys may want tires before they want fuel, but I don't know. These guys back in the back, you may have somebody like Watt Racing who's stuck back in traffic right now, and they start saving some tire. They try to make this on one stop thing, save some fuel.
Hey, I mean, this absolutely is a draft track. Let it roll a little bit more through the corners, and save all you can. Are you like a Dohar, or are you like an NNR horn, where you've got the equipment to race with? You enjoy it. You build your setup around what you're using to drive. Anything's possible. They can absolutely save a lot. I got burned last year. Where were we? I think it was at ISM. I'm thinking they're not going to be able to make it off of a more stream. I'm saying, yep, he's only got 38 laps in the tank, but they had 45 laps to go. They all made it. Kind of threw me way off. But I'm kind of going through middle of the pack here and picking up a lot of great competition. The 19 of Horn is still bit by bit working his way back up towards the front. He's trying all he can.
Yeah, that's the battle for second right in front of him, and he's trying to get going. Because if you look out in front of him, that white truck's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so he knows he's got to get past these two right here.
Yeah, it looks like the 64 of Muffin's kind of keeping him pinned down a little bit. He's going to try to take it 3 wide, duck down low on the tri-oval, goes to 37 of Bod. 19's going to stick right with Muffin, maybe give him a shove around the high side. Again, keep that truck wound up, keep the momentum going. Bod is holding on stronger than I thought he would after a little bit of pit road strategy. He's still staying right up there in second place, hasn't really fallen back much.
No, and one of the trucks HD was talking about, one of the top trucks tonight, FNL Bowling, has made his way through some of this traffic. He's right behind JR Horn and Muffin right there, so he's made his way back up into the 5th position. So that 98 is strong, trying to get his way up through here too. Yeah,
98 strong, cars right behind him is strong, and then you kind of get back to the rest of the pack, or like HD says, that hornet's nest back there. So you can see where they're starting to separate into smaller packs before they get spread out either by wear or whatever. So it looks like Horn was able to get by Muffin, and now he's got to try to concentrate on that 37. But as he came off of 4 right there, it looks like the 19 might be getting a little loose coming off. Tires might be wearing out already.
Yeah, he got a little bit loose there, and you're going to see these trucks start migrating to the top. One thing I've found in practice, because whether you're driving trucks, Xfinity, or Cup, the tires are the tires. They wear the same way. And what I have to do in my Cup cars, midway to the end of the run, you have to go to the top, because the car just will not grip down low anymore. And when you come off the turn, it wants to come around. So I think you're going to see these trucks migrate to the top. The only one you might not see do that is that 45. Because that truck just looks like it's on a rail right now, and he may have that thing set up, maybe eating the tires just perfectly. I mean, he may be the only one not doing that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. HD, what are you seeing as you look around? Are you still sticking with your pre-race favorite?
Oh, man's got confetti on it already. Of course, I'm gonna stick with my pre-race favorite, 45 and Silver Cone.
Yeah. Yep, he's definitely, as Knight just said, he's the strongest one out there. And it looks like we got a GS Sub 123. How do I get in this series? Great question. Please go to Facebook, look up NNR Trucks. Put your information in there. The 9 truck that you see racing on the track tonight, Carroll, he's kind of leading the series. He'll definitely get back to you. Or you can go to @noname_racing on Twitter, send a message through there, or follow us, and we'll follow you back. Talk through DM. But the roster right now, the last I looked, it is, if it's not full, it is very, very close to being full. So if you're interested, you've got a great connection, you're a steady driver, you've got Discord, You can pay attention to rules and details. Yeah, we can. Hey, you never know. You still early in the season, but yeah, give us a shout, and we'll talk to you soon. And keep going through the field here. We got the 19 of Horn. Looks like the 98 of Bowling was actually able to make his way by Horn. I kind of missed what happened with him right there. I knew that he was starting to get a little loose, and
yeah, he got a little squirrely coming off on these corners, and it allowed Muffin and FNL Bowling to both get by him.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
a lot of these guys are trying to get by these two trucks in front of them. You know they're faster than them. Being faster is just two different things. That 45 trucks lead, now basically a whole backstretch on these guys.
Yeah, 45 is definitely taking no prisoners tonight. He's letting it all out. He wants to be the one to cash in at the Golden Nugget here in Sin City. Be the next one to lock himself into the postseason. NNR Horn did it last week with a great performance and with a little bit of help from Little Tank. Maybe that 45 is going to say, you know what, I can do it too. But
there goes the 45. I think the 45 is actually coming down for its green flag pit stop.
Yeah, the two of Dooman behind them here, behind this pack, he's coming in as well.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he just passed the 9 truck of Carroll pulling into the pits, so he got a much better entry than the 9 did. And it looks like there's 37 laps remaining.
Yeah, that's going to bring the 19 and the 98 down the pit road. I like these calls from these two drivers. They're faster than the guys in front of them. In my opinion, I think if they come down and get those fresher tires, that's going to leapfrog them just in front of those guys. So good call from the 19 of Horn and 98 of Bowling.
Absolutely. Get in, get those 4 Mr. Feelgoods before the leader does. You actually will make up a ton of time right off the bat. As you see the 45 coming out. We'll actually stay with the 45 since we got a chance to keep up with them. And you'll see what I was talking about earlier about having to run the apron all the way through 3 and 4 and then merge up onto the track. That is what the drivers in NNR have to do. They can't just drive out onto the track as soon as they hit the exit of pit road. So great job by that 45, demonstrating exactly what needs to be done. And we'll keep going from the 45 as you see more and more trucks heading down pit road. Very spread out now, with about 30 laps to go.
There's a little crinkle on the 45's hood. Don't know if that's just what we're seeing. Maybe there's a little damage. Interesting to see. Keep an eye on that if it affects them.
All right, let's actually get the camera on that. Man, can't get in close like we used to, but
it's on the left side. On the left side, you go to like the chase cam, TV cam, whatever you call it.
Yep.
Get the right ankle. There's a little. It's shot up there just a bit.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep, right between the 2 clips on the left side. Yeah. Yep, I see it.
That and the whole, like the left side, the middle left side, it's up.
Yeah. But if you take a look at his bumper cam, looking back as he's coming through the tri-oval, you don't see another car anywhere near him. He's really stretched this out. I think this is going to be the 45's race to lose. If somebody else is going to win, they're going to have to make up a ton of time and get by him. And like you said, catching somebody and passing them is 2 very different things. One person, they're great out front. They're leading the whole thing. But as soon as you try to pass them, all of a sudden they turn into Ryan Newman, and you got nothing. They're
that truck catching someone when they got a whole straightaway on you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole other thing as well. I mean, all these guys are probably running just about the same time. You got a whole straightaway to that? They're never gonna get to them.
No, I don't think not in the amount of time that's left. And as I go through the field, I'm not really seeing any other battles now that they've come out of pit road. You'll still see some people in another truck's draft or something like that, but nobody's really going side by side into the corners and all that. I think they're kind of maybe biding their time until the next and what should be their last pit stop. Maybe try just to get a little bit of track position. See the 13 of Soroka get to the outside. I think that was the 16. Who did we say the 16 was earlier?
Controlled Chaos.
Controlled Chaos. Thank you very much. I need to write him down.
Yeah, I want to say if he's on the lead lap, if God Power is back on the lead lap, this is your battle for second right here. This is God Power and JR Horn. They're the closest to Serving Cone. I saw him back at the tail end when I was on Serving Cone's truck there trying to figure out who would be second and third. I believe this is it right here.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and catch back up with God Power, and yep, I see him just in front of the 19. We will not check in with God Power. If he is running second place right now, he's doing a great job, keeping in front of the 19. 19 is trying to stay right in the draft of the one, and this battle right here is for second. What they're doing right now would be the best way to catch back up to that 45. Two cars on the track will be faster than one together. And if they can keep it going and Horn decides to stay tucked in, which it doesn't look like he's willing to do, they may be able to run him back down. There's 20, I think it said about 28 laps to go. So we're winding down here, guys.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to make one more pit stop if there's 28 to go. So it's all going to be with the 45 truck. If there's no caution, it's going to be him getting on pit road. Getting off pit road at Vegas is pretty simple because the apron's pretty big. You can hold it wide open coming off, so you shouldn't have no problem. His entrance to pit road is what's going to be huge. If he can manage to get on pit road and not have a speeding penalty, he'll be okay. With as big a lead as he's got, if a caution doesn't come out, that's where he just needs to be a little bit more patient. Even if you go into pit road 5 mile an hour under the speed limit, don't beat yourself. And
yeah,
Serving Cone's been racing for a while. I think he's smart enough to know, hey, I don't need to beat myself here. So, like I said, unless they get a caution, that's exactly the only way that he's not going to win this race if he beats himself.
Yeah, I'm still on the 1 and 19 battle. Looks like the 19 just pulled a power move around the outside of the one truck, and that's going to allow the 67, I believe that is, to kind of get a little bit closer than it was before. I'm not sure if that was 67. It's kind of a magenta colored truck.
That's a 64 Muffin.
64 Muffin. There we go. Kind of winging it right there on the truck number.
Yeah, he's kind of
He's
kind of left Dooman. He came off pit road behind Dooman. He's past the two truck of Dooman, and like you said, he's running these two down.
Yeah, he is absolutely running them down. Let's see here. Get a little bit more information. Yeah, they're on lap 110 of 134. So now, yeah, they're down to 24 to go. And I appreciate everybody, kind of checking into the stream. Any questions about the league? Any questions about the series, the racing, the model they use? 2 times wear, 2 times fuel. Please by all means ask away. If I can't answer it, Knights, he drives the 12 car for. I forget which team you're on right now, Knights, but
Dirty Air.
Dirty Air Motorsports. There we go. And of course, I mentioned HD Motorsports is in the booth with us tonight as well. If there's a favorite truck that you're following, shout them out. I'll get the camera on them. We'll keep on them for a lap or two. But until then, we're gonna kind of get back up to that 45 of Serving Cone, where he has put the whole field on notice. He is serving notice. It's kind of lame, but that's okay.
JR Horn hard.
Yeah, 19
Yep.
hard in the wall right there coming out of turn 4. If you have any questions about the league, don't ask me because I just wing this thing. I just show up on Thursdays and put points in 30 minutes before. I wake up 20 minutes before the race and I just wing it.
Modesty,
Now,
I tell you.
I can tell you one thing. I've been staying on this whole God Power horn muffin thing, and mainly I've been staying on this one because once they come off turn 2, if you have the angle, like the actual angle where you can actually like watch the race, you was
Yeah.
able to see the 45 of serving cone when they come off of turn 2. You can't see the 45 of serving cone anymore, so he's pulling away from them with them in
Yeah.
a draft. So it's whatever they're trying to do, it's not working. The 45 is just on a whole nother level. He's in another zip code.
Yeah, he's currently
Yeah.
in the middle of 3 and 4 right now. Probably coming out turn 4 as they're entering turn 3, so he's got a whole straightaway and then some probably on these guys. Look, he's going to come out turn 4. There he is going in turn 1 just now.
HD.
What's
Coey says he knows
What's that?
that you just roll out of bed and get
Ah.
things started. He said,
You know,
"Yeah, I
man,
know."
You just worry about getting things started at 9 o'clock.
We'll get back into the field here, but Coey, I appreciate you kind of watching along. Ingles, how are you? Definitely appreciate you checking in as well. Looks like on the stream of the 9 truck, his tire light has come on already, so I'm guessing that they're going to be pitting pretty soon. Those lights normally come on when it's right around 20%, so he's got to be getting pretty close. Kind of keep going along.
They're getting close because the one of God Power came in about 2 laps ago, so he's made his final stop of the night.
Okay. Yep. And
So if you're a
let's see.
Silvercurve, man, and you got a pit, you take all the time in the world. Much less
God
like
Power,
Denny
if you've got
Hamilton in
a-
the rear race.
Yeah. Yep. God Power, if you've got a second, how many laps y'all got left? 13 laps to go. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, if I was the 45 of serving cone, there is no way I would come to pit road first. I would let these guys pit, and as soon as I know these guys pit, looking at my ticker, I'll come in the next lap.
Yep. And again, man, don't speed. Go 5 miles an hour slower. And there's Horn yet again in the wall coming out of turn 4. So Horn's struggling here with these older tires.
That truck looks like it's just the older tires. He's been doing that like the last 10 laps. I wonder if he tightened that truck up on his last stop. I wonder if he got that thing too tight. Because remember, he was getting really loose coming off the corner. So makes you kind of think maybe he tightened that bad boy up a little bit too much.
Man, here comes Horn now down the pit road.
Yeah, Muffin right in front of him as well. So I would say you're going to see the 45 come probably
45's
this
down.
next lap. Oh, so
he's
they
coming out
followed
right
him
now.
down. Okay.
Yeah.
Either
45
way,
down. Was this a 2-tire situation? Just feel?
I would imagine so. Yeah. Last
Yeah.
night when we ran that test race, I took just two right side tires, and
Yeah, so that.
the lefts were not a problem at all. So no, Coey, I haven't seen anything as far as any kind of penalties go. These guys have
45
really been.
spun there on pit road. I don't know if that's going to kill him or not, but him and the 52 truck got together. 45 spun around just a bit, so he might lose sometime.
Yeah, I went on Muffin right there. Muffin was your second place runner. Let's see where he comes out. There is the 45 now.
Yeah, 45's out. There's
And Muffin
coming
right
out.
behind him. Muffin just gained
So
a
that
lot of
definitely
time.
slowed him. Yeah, it definitely slowed the 45 down. Might have gave him some damage as well. So, yep, that front end on the 45 is definitely a little more crinkled than what it was.
And how this game works, if that happened right as soon as he was pulling into his pit box, he might not have had time to go back and repair that damage. He wouldn't have had time to get up there that quick to make that repair damage say yes. So we'll see how the truck runs here.
Gonna be interesting.
Yep. Yeah.
If you look, that one car I think is coming up quick.
Yep. He
That
is
whole
out.
straightaway he had is no longer a whole straightaway.
Nope. And we're at 15 laps to go. So it's getting down to crunch time. A lot of these guys, their tires are going to be wearing out right around the time that they're going to be looking to take the checker flag. So they're going to push it coming off 2 and coming off 4, and maybe wear them out a little bit quicker, trying to dig as hard as they can, as hard as they can. Wearing out their stuff a little bit, trying to make up some time. I see the 19 taking the very low line, going through the trial.
22 hard to wall. 22 hard to wall, and he gets God power.
Yeah, God Power looks like he was able to recover, though, but the 22 is definitely down on the bottom. That's the 22 is Sammy. We were talking about him earlier. He looks like he was just trying to get into the pits, but he is on the wrong side of the track.
Yeah, God Power's got some damage on the front of that truck. That nose is wrinkled up real bad. Like, it's not pulled up, but it's wrinkled up right on the nose.
Oh, that right there, I say that pretty much solidifies that 45's win.
Very, very close unless somebody else is able to make up a whole lot of time, but I don't see it in what's probably 13 or 14 laps to go. Let's see. God Power, if you've got a quick second and if you're running close to the front, can you give us a top 5?
Top 5 is Cone, myself, Muffin, Horn, and Dooman.
Thank you very much, sir. Great run. Great comeback.
Wish I could have just a little bit more time to get them.
What kind of a gap are you facing between you and first place?
Currently, it's a 5.5 second gap.
5.5 seconds.
Really quick though, so he'll probably end up with second.
Well, I will let you go so you can try to fend him off. Good luck. Last 10 or so laps.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So yeah, there you go. 45 of Servant Cone with a 5.5 second lead over the one truck. But he said the 16 of Muffins, or not the 16. 64 of Muffins closing in really, really fast. This 52 truck may play a little bit of a spoiler if he can kind of keep the 64 back.
Muffin hard to the wall there at a turn 4.
Yeah,
Muffin slammed that outside wall at a turn 4.
It looks
killed
like
his run.
It killed his run, but it looks like he was able to come back. I almost wonder if maybe that was a little bit of not on my screen kind of thing. He's right back there again with the one truck. So I'll have to kind of see. But these guys racing side by side, that's just allowing the 45 to scoot away a little bit more. I mean, they weren't going to catch him anyway, but this is a great battle for P2.
That's a good thing he's got that big of a lead, because I've been riding on the nose here of the 45 truck. That thing is dented up real bad, and he is actually pushing off the turns. I can hear him getting out of the throttle, and he's breaking loose off these turns. So he just needs to calm down. He's got this race in hand, but I'm telling you, that 45 truck is not running up to par like it was.
Well, I don't think God Power and Muffin will have.
45 just clipped the grass. I'm telling you, that truck's not running it to his liking right now. Luckily, he's got clear track in front of him right now. So, like I said, he just needs to keep it calm with that big of a gap. But be interesting to see if that thing breaks loose on him, because, I mean, it's really getting loose.
Yeah, and it looks like he was able to make his way through traffic. It looks like he just put the 4 of Memphis a lap down.
There's a car in the grass down the front stretch. Don't know if there's
spinning hard into the inside wall. Because it's not on the track, I'm going to guess the game is just going to let it go. Yeah, as I look at Carroll's stream, I don't see a caution as of yet. That 45 is continue to stretch it out, yeah.
That 45 doesn't want to see a caution because he's got damage.
No, he does not.
Without a doubt, he's got damage. If that caution comes out, bunches them all back up, I don't think he's going to win if that happens.
He got really loose off of 4 that time. Got a little squirrely. He had to overcorrect it. I'm pretty sure his hands were turned to the right there a little bit. I'm just going to stay right here and watch him for the rest of this race, because there's not really a battle, too big of a battle on this track. So we'll see if he can keep this thing under control.
Yep, and last time Carroll came across the start-finish line, it was with 7 laps to go. The battle between the 1 and 64 truck is still pretty heated. You got God Power down on the bottom side. You got Muffin up high. They're still chasing that 52. It seems like whoever's able to get into the draft of the 52 pulls up a little bit. Like right now, God Power's down on the low side. He's going to pull to the inside of the 64. 64 is going to kind of get right behind the 1, but with the draft coming off the corner, he might have a little bit of a run, but instead he's going to just go ahead and shove that 1 all the way down the backstretch. There's no real battle right there until they get into the corner. 64 is going to stay up high. 1's going to go ahead and duck down low, kind of try to pull that draft off the 52. Still, a great battle for P2 here. No matter how this ends, God Power and Muffin, they've been racing each other hard here, lap after lap.
Woo!
Great racing. As I listen to team comms, they're kind of complaining about lap cars getting in the way, but it's what's that? 4 laps to go, and I'm guessing Carroll's Street is probably like 1 lap down. Oh, what is that? Is that the 12 truck right there? Is that the 12 truck right at the entrance of pit road, Double J?
Yeah, it's not going to bring caution out, though.
Nope, it's not going to bring that caution. Like you said earlier, the 45 does not want to see a caution. That 9 truck's tires are screaming right now. Carroll is coming across he just went across the start-finish line with 3 to go, so I'm going to guess that they're 1 lap behind, or were 1 lap behind from his stream. Probably like 2 laps to go, and I'm still kind of going through the field. The battle between the 1 and the 64 is kind of stopped. It looks like the 1 ended up on the better side of that. So I'm going to get back up to the 45, and I'll stick with him for the race win here. 45 is serving cone, coming through the tri-oval, and that looks like that's race. Great job. Great job. All right, Knights, can you jump on down, see if you can get the 45 serving cone up?
Oh, I'm not even on Discord. Yeah, I can go see him and grab him.
Okay, I can do that.
You just want the 45?
Yeah, unless you want to do all 3. There's 3 of us here.
Yeah, we just did the winner last week.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go down to Discord. All right. Serving cone, can you join my party, please? Serving cone, you got me? Serving cone, you hear me? Hello? Serving cone. Yeah. All right. As soon as he finds us. All right, I'll just go down and interview him right there. All right, Servant Cone, can you hear me? Servant Cone, it's repeat. Can you hear me? Okay, my bad. All right, party's locked down. 1 second. Knights, can you open up the party, please?
Yeah, I got him in invite.
Thanks, sir. It's on Twitch, so please include your audio.
Audio is included.
There we go. All right, Servant Cone, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, it was clear that you had the truck to beat tonight. You were once you got into clean air, you just set sail. It wasn't just this last stretch of 60 some odd laps. It was even before that, beginning of the race, middle of the race. A couple of cars were able to contend with you a little bit. The 19 and the 64 Muffin and a couple others. But how were you able to navigate the race, keep it clean, and end up pulling away for this win?
Most of it restarts and their management, because I had to make sure that I got out to a decent gap on a restart to make sure that everybody wouldn't draft off of me, so that I could actually drive away and let them fight each other out. And then once it got out to a good enough lead, it was just making sure the tires stayed under the car and just making sure that I kept the long run speed, because it seemed like the long runs where I really gained time on everybody.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you found any kind of a happy medium in your right side tires and the wedge and all that, I would not be a bit surprised if any of the Xfinity guys or the Cup guys come sought you out over the next couple of days wondering what you did, because nobody was able to come anywhere close. Knights, anything for Servant Cone, sir?
Nah, man, just want to say congrats on that win, man. You were absolutely the class of the field. I think the 88 may have had a little bit, but I think even if he'd have been second, I don't know if he'd have had anything for you. But congrats on the win. Not sure if you're running trucks full-time for the championship or not, but definitely congrats on the win.
Thank you, and yes, I'm running trucks in Xfinity, both full-time.
Well, then congrats on locking yourself into the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
All right, the one and only HD. What have you got for Mr. Servant Cone on his win here in Sin City?
Told you he was going to win. He had confetti already on his car.
Yep.
Told you.
I got to tell you, Servant Cone, he picked your truck in the beginning of the race because he said, boom, confetti.
Man, he's got the confetti
Yep.
on the truck already. He's going to win. And we'll be home when he won.
So, yep. HD picked you with when we were like 2 laps in. So, man, you probably want to run that truck as often as you can if it's got a winning helping to it. So, but no, man, congratulations on the win here in Vegas. It's definitely going to give you a big boost into points. Better yet, it's going to lock you into that all-important chase position. 2 different races, 2 races, 2 different winners, 2 different runners-up, 2 different third-place drivers. This, this season so far, it's really turning out to be really competitive all across. You never know who's going to win from week to week. But man, congratulations. Any shout-outs, sir? Servant Cone, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yep. Okay.
Shout out to the other guys, the 4 guys behind me, which were God Power, Muffin, Horn, and Watt. All of them had a chance if they ever could have stayed with me on a restart. If any of those guys had stayed with me on any restart, I'm pretty sure they would have had a pretty good chance at sticking with me and chance to win the race. So, shout out to those 4.
All right. Well, I want to let you know that Coey has checked into the Twitch chat, and he said congrats to you. So I'll pass that along for him. But yeah, thank you very much. Congratulations again. And everybody else, again, I appreciate you. Please, by all means, I said it earlier. If you're watching now, or if you watch this later, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that notification. You'll know every time I go live on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock or 8:30 on Tuesday nights with the Xfinity Series. I will see you again Tuesday night, and I'm looking forward to Thursday night again with Mr. HD Motorsports. HD, while you're still here, I want to tell you one more time, thank you very much for being a guest co-host along with me and Knights tonight. Hopefully it won't be your last time, but appreciate you sticking around, sir.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. That's a lot of fun. A lot of good racing out there on track, man. Trucks look fun. Trucks definitely look fun, so I think I'll be back before it's all said and done.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Knights, any final words, sir?
Yeah, man, just congrats on all the driving tonight. Once again, congrats to Servant Cone. I can't wait to watch the Xfinity race Tuesday, and I can't wait to put my number 12 car out on the track on Thursday, so we'll see y'all out there.
Yep, we'll be pulling for you, absolutely. Until then, everybody, repeat. I'll catch you around. Thank you.
MP